Are you in the closet regarding your dry vagina? If you listen to the earlier podcast about dry vaginas, what I've said is that it's very common. First step is you have to acknowledge the problem and become proactive. And then you need to research and get all the information you need so that you can have an intelligent conversation with your healthcare provider who may be too stressed, too busy to just give you the time that you need. But if you ask the appropriate questions, you stop that person in their tracks and they have to respond. Plus, it's good. It's good to have the information about your body. So what's the next step? You've researched, and by now you should have an understanding of what caused this. Because once you know what caused this, then you can start to take steps to mitigate against these changes. And basically, the vulva, the skin around the vagina, the urethra, are all sensitive to estrogen. And as a result of menopause and with the decline in estrogen levels, we start to see these changes. These changes are considered late changes of menopause. Menopause, for those that aren't sure, menopause means you have stopped having a menstrual cycle. Not only have you stopped, you've gone a whole year, 12 months without any bleeding. And this is absolutely necessary, a necessary criteria, because most women don't just stop. They tend to have their periods spaced out and then over time stop. And that's why you have to allow sufficient time, 12 months to elapse before you say, I have stopped. Now, menopause typically happens at about the age of 50. It can happen as early as 40, and there are some women who go through menopause before the age of 40, and that's called premature menopause. So menopause is due to the decline in the estrogen level. And when we go through the early phases of menopause, we experience the hot flashes and night sweats. And for some women, this is quite traumatic and lasts a long, long time. But it's variable from woman to woman. And eventually, everyone will experience the end of hot flashes and night sweats, irrespective of whether they take hormones or not. It's just a matter of, can you last long enough? Can you function long enough to allow for these night sweats and hot flashes to stop? These are considered the early changes, the immediate changes, the late changes, dry vagina, weakening of the bones. So now that you've accepted it without blame, without feeling bad about yourself, it doesn't imply anything negative about who you are. And you've researched and you feel informed. Now you can have an intelligent conversation and you understand the cause. We'll now be looking at what can you do about it? How can you make it better? Take care.